It's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. During the next 2 hours, our experts will help you with your gardening questions when you call 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. Or come by Milberger's during the show and have your question answered in person. And now it's time for Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Milton Glueck along with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson, and you come visit us. Oh, Steve, you want to say hi to everybody? People. Hi, everybody. Okay, that's old Drip Steve. He's and Al, we're getting a reverb, so if you an echo. So if you'll fix that, there you go. Thank you, sir. All right. Our phone number here at 210-308-8867, or you can just come by at 1604 on Bulverde Road and visit with us and ask your gardening question in person. We'd love to hear from you. So come on by or give us a call at 210-308-8867. All righty. Calvin, how are you?
I'm good.
Good?
Yeah, I woke up this morning and the storming, put my hearing aids in, and I could hear the storming rain.
Man.
It lasted about 3 minutes.
Oh.
And then
you had rain?
Yeah, we had some, but ours was more like, you're one of the people we're angry
very
with.
heavy, but very short.
Yeah. So we had, I got up early this morning, didn't hear it, but I walked outside, and it was just misty. It was falling. But, yeah, it was not a lot. And then I went to a grocery store, and the woman who was doing the cashier was like, "Oh, it's great we got rain, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, we just got a little bit. I hope we get more." "You just got a little bit." "Oh, it's pouring at my house." Yeah, San Antonio. And, James is going to call us. "Oh, I got tons of rain. I don't know what to do. It's my plants are doing so well." So, James, you're welcome to call us. We want to hear from you and your rain report.
They're floating away.
And Parker's here. Besides Drip Steve being here, Parker is here. They're getting some tomatoes.
Yeah, that's good. I shown the pictures, and they're in their cans. Their number one cans being ready to transplant, but they're all of a sudden having difficulties.
Oh, what are the difficulties?
But he potted them up immediately from the 4 inches into the 1 gallon.
So that's a good thing, and if you watered them carefully, which he says he did,
I believe him.
The only other thing is they're in full sun, and so I think the sun was just too hot.
Oh.
And so just a little bit of shade may have helped it.
Well, now he's got them in 2 hours of sun in the morning and the rest shade.
Okay.
And they look good.
Yeah.
You're talking about Steve, or you're talking about Parker's people?
Parker's people.
Oh, I was talking about Steve.
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
Steve has problems, too.
But I think also, I think it's a recurring problem right now.
No, I think so, too. I was complaining because I have a tomato plant. Now you're gonna get angry with me, so don't get angry with me. But it was left over from the spring planting, and it's doing well. It did poorly for a while, and it'll get a bloom or two on it, and then I'll go out the next day, and they're falling off and disappeared, and it's just, oh man.
Yeah, the 100-degree heat is not conducive to full blooming. I think the best strategy was the potting up, like we have traditionally done in the fall, like this, and then as soon as the temperatures get a little more modest, especially at night, the tomatoes will respond quickly. And the potting up really works well as long as it's the plants are still growing, because you don't sacrifice anything.
Yeah.
And then you, as soon as the weather
kind of
modifies, you put them into the garden or in a bigger container.
So, and again, I know the answer because you gave it to us last time, but is that your kind of advice for everything? If I get a Esperanza here in a pot and I want to put it in the ground, you just don't worry about it, just put it in?
Yeah, just put it in.
Oh, okay. I thought
we're talking a little different.
I thought maybe I'd protect it until the fall and then plant it.
No.
Okay.
Because we're talking about Esperanza being a example of the hot weather plant.
So do I have to do anything to kind of care for it? Does it gonna go through some shock? And it was happy in its little container here at Milberger's, being treated nicely, and now it's at my house, and it's like,
There'll be a little gruntle.
Ruffle?
Gruntle. It would be grunting. And it would be upset. It would be irksome.
You water deeply, I take it.
Okay, yeah.
Remember, when you plant, you water a little before, you water during the planting process, and then you get on a schedule. A wonderful schedule.
I didn't know about during. I do the ahead of time.
Well, when you get the ball in the ground,
then
root ball, then you really soak it.
Okay, yeah, I do that.
But
that'll be cool.
But you don't. Mark's formula is you start with 3 times a week, Mark, and then
in the absence of rain.
Yeah,
I noticed some people didn't have that lately. Even on the Garden Style website, they didn't say that. In the absence of rain, 3 times a week.
Okay,
for a short time,
short time.
So Esperanza, and then when it dries out, then you water it, and that can be a bit of a kiss of death if you overwater it.
Yo, see, it's too challenging with these new guys. But yeah, so I'll kind of, I still may be a little cautious on it's just a little thing. So okay, 210-308-8867. We have Purslane. Did you see that coming in?
Yes,
it's awfully pretty.
And I finally found the secret of learning the difference between Portulaca and Purslane and Moss Rose.
Okay.
It's all Portulaca.
Oh.
And then there are subgroups or subspecies of Portulaca, and that's Purslane and Moss Rose.
Now, okay. So now Purslane,
and then there's double flowers of Purslane.
Okay.
Well.
Did you see the ones we have? I don't know which ones they are.
I just saw them by the bright colors that they have.
Yeah, that's what caught my eye too. And Purslane is summer, fall?
Summer,
okay.
And it's an interesting Purslane and Moss Rose. The foliage, they're very drought tolerant. And of course, the blooms are, depending on which variety you get, the blooms can have a short bloom period during the day or a longer, but they all lose their blooms for a portion of the day.
Oh.
But the other thing that happens to them, the birds harvest some of the foliage, and that's not unusual because purslane is used in recipes and things, and so I guess they're getting water. They're getting some nutrients from it, but it's interesting to watch those lesser goldfinches and the sparrows and the house finches all. They're seeking out the pieces of the purslane foliage.
Been long used in the Mediterranean area, region for these things, for the seeds and the leaves, because they have some water in it.
There you go. Okay. You're just a little.
I was a little low.
You seem you're kind of talking soft.
I was.
Purslane.
Purslane. I had a birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday! That's right. It was the 15th. I forgot. Happy birthday.
So there was much merriment made.
Oh.
And maybe some more today. So
are you tired?
I'm tired. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
He's not that old. I saw his Facebook item. I mean, if that age they were reporting.
Yeah, it's not my mother's. My mother's birthday was on Thursday, so I reported her age because she's passed. I can do that now.
Yeah.
But that's not my age.
Okay.
I'm much younger.
Calvin likes to remind people of their age. and hairline.
That's kind of interesting, yeah.
No, I don't think you're doing it because it's interesting. When you say things like, "Oh, he's real old," yeah, you got to talk real loud to him. He's old; he'll forget. I don't think that's because it's interesting.
I think
that's some of us. Yes.
If you don't mind, I think we should also make note that Steve Klaus.
Bring that up.
Died.
But it's Calvin and I's good friend. So.
Yeah, well, and he's the whole city's good friend. And Sauce good friend. He was involved in that consolidation of Sauce from the beginning, when it was 3 different agencies, and he was even when he disagreed with you, he was the one that was worthy of conversation, and he would listen to, and he would tell you why he disagreed, and this is what he would plan to do, and it was hard not to support him and stay loyal to him, and it was important, I think, in the long run to Sauce. And then he was also very conscientious of water conservation and the environment, and he had fun gardening too. So that's Steve Klaus, and a lot of you probably met him. He was the chief operating officer there for a number of years at the end there. And just like Mark mentioned, he was an outstanding contributor to the success of the San Antonio water system.
Always had a kind word. Whenever we were in the hall, always said, "Hi, Mark."
That's cool. That's a shame about his passing. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. We started talking a little bit about rain. Al was nice enough to point out we still have a 20% chance of showers today, 10% tonight, but then Tuesday it gets exciting. 30% chance of showers, then 40% on Wednesday, 50% on Thursday, and 40% again on Friday. So that's good. That'd be nice.
Now, and there was quite a variation through the city. I mean, I mentioned that I woke up and the rain was heavy, and but it only lasted about 5 or 6 minutes, and then it quit. And it lasted long enough to discourage my Darcy, my dog, from wanting to go for our usual ride to the Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh.
But then when it calmed down a little bit, she said, "Well, okay, I guess it's a worthy cause." But it was enough, at least in that around the medical center area, that it's still moisture showing on the
in the morning when you got up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was raining hard when I got up.
Okay.
But it was when I left to come here, it was still moist, and the air.
Okay.
Of course, the air is very pleasant right now here. Nice little breeze and
a little bit. Yeah, the flags are really moving and moving toward us, which is nice. But yeah, it's okay. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. So yeah, hopefully we'll get rain somewhere.
Yeah. I hate to be the downer on this.
Oh.
But speaking of water, Wednesday, I believe it was Tuesday or Wednesday, the EAA went back into stage 4.
Oh.
Which means the water purveyors that have irrigation permits from the EAA must reduce by 40%. So, places like Saws, Alamo Heights, East Central.
And we're back to 30 feet difference between the average Edwards Aquifer level here in the San Antonio area and what our level is showing now. So we got as close as 20 feet, I think, but now we're back to 30. So it was temporary.
Well, maybe one of these storm systems in the Gulf will move our way.
Yes, one would hope, but again,
we need 3 of them, I think.
Oh. 3 hurricanes? Yes, we probably
No,
need.
let's just have 3 rainstorms.
Okay.
Yes, quite variable, because this morning it was 50% for today.
Right.
And I don't think we have that now anymore.
No, now we're to 20. So, yeah. There's something you were bringing up that I was going to ask a question about. Now I've forgotten it. All right, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. I'm trying to think of what I've got growing. I have a weird question.
Oh, gosh. That's so surprising.
I know it. It surprises you every week. So I'm experiencing something strange, and I'm wondering if I'm trying too hard. So I have the little cups with seed starter soil in it, okay? And I put seeds in them. I'm trying to remember what kind of seeds. I think they were the rock rose that was like, is that the one that's over there?
The pink one?
The pink one, yeah. So I put those in there, and then I realized we can't do this really well because it's different seeds. And then a different thing, I just have regular old soil, didn't think much of it, put the seeds in there, and the seeds in the different thing are sprouting now. And I'm wondering, is it better maybe just to use regular old soil than the starter soil, or do you think starter soil is better? Maybe the seeds just are going to take longer.
Well, it's not absolute. It's not, and it's not surprising that happens sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when we've gone through this process, we've distributed 900 native milkweeds, and we tried various, inexpensive potting soil and mixes of topsoil and garden soil and more expensive potting soil, and the time of the year makes a difference. The seed source does it, so it's really
it's kind
really
of
unpredictable.
too many different variables. So you're saying that the starter soil, just as good as anything.
Well, it depends. Depends on the seed, and depends on the. One sample is not adequate.
Well, if I gave you, let's ask the question a different way. If I gave you a packet of seeds, I gave you the containers to put them in, and I gave you 1 bag of potting soil and 1 bag of seed starter, which would you use? You can only use 1 bag. Would you use the seed starter?
Whoa. You said potting soil and seed starter?
Yeah.
Okay.
I gave you 1 bag of each. Or
what's a seed starter? What's that composition?
Oh, I don't know. It's really light. It's almost too light.
It's a lighter version of potting soil. That's what.
Right. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
original soil or native soil would probably be.
Okay, a better
example.
So if I gave you native soil and starting seed soil, which would you pick?
Depends on the seed, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah. Well, that's like a wholesale nurseries. They get used to a seed. They experiment with various mixes, soil mixes. Then they find the one that works best for them, and the cost is reasonable, and then they stick with that, and they get better and better at it.
Okay. Well,
20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Oh,
almost 40 years ago.
In a past millennium.
Yeah, past millennium. There was a very old, well-established tree nursery on the southwest part of town that their primary constituent of soil was a native soil, a native sandy loam that they obtained out in that area.
Okay.
And they were famous for that. And they had good success on transplanting because the soils were compatible with with
that
the
makes
original
sense. Yeah.
As opposed to an organic mix that you're growing. Now, they were just known for it. They had one problem with it. Native soil is heavier than planting mix. And so they often use smaller root balls than places that could grow with using a planting mix.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I'll just see what happens. But also the other thing, I'll have to take a picture of this because I can't remember. Y'all will have to educate me on how to label what I plant. I planted something in a big container, and it's now coming up, and it looks gorgeous, and I can't remember what it was. So hopefully y'all can look at it. Oh, Milton, that's a melon, or Milton, that's a... Okay, so I'll bring that tomorrow. All right, let's take a quick break. While we do, you give us a call at 210-308-8867. Give us a rain report if you got lots of rain. We want to hear. 210-308-8867. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m. This is Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. All right, looking for something to treat yourself to? You know, if you've been to Pruski's Market on Highway 87 in Atkins, Texas, you know what a great product you're going to get when you get there, whether it's beef or poultry or the delicious sausage or bacon or cold cuts or... You name it, Pruski's has it now. If you have not been there, you got to go. Just say, okay, we're going to treat ourselves. We're going to see what he's talking about because I know you will go time and time again and get the jerky there or get the sausage again and again. It is all so good. And the sausage is made right there. The Yanta beef is all natural. That may be something that you're interested in. So just check it out. It's right there on Highway 87 between 410 and 1604, and you will be there time and time again. The service is outstanding, and I know you hear that about everything. You know, oh, we've got great service. No, they've got great service. I mean, when you can go and talk to the butcher and actually get advice, that's rare nowadays. So if you miss that experience, if you miss that kind of level of service, head on over to Pruski's. Check them out online at pruskismeatmarket.com, or if you want to just call them up and have it delivered, you can do that too. The phone number is right there at pruskismeatmarket.com. All right, 210-308-8867 is our number, 210-308-8867. And let's see, we're going to talk a little bit about you want to talk about your article?
Yeah, well, let's just mention on the butterflies that we've...
okay, you want to talk in the mic, though? I can't hear you. There you go.
I can see the...
Me too.
Tropical milkweed. We got seem to have plenty of that. Then we have some of the purple porterweed. Mark, have you seen... Of course, we've got lots of lantanas.
No, I haven't seen any red.
Ruellas there.
But we have lots of the salvias, lantanas. Those plumbagos look
and
really nice.
And zinnias there.
Yeah, zinnias. Yeah. Remember in your article from last week, or maybe it was this week, I can't remember, the zinnias, they can tolerate a good blast of about 2 hours.
Oh, of sun?
Of sun.
Yeah.
So I finally measured the hours of sunlight.
Is it zinnias or
pentas?
Pentas, yes.
Pentas. I'm sorry.
Yeah, poor pentas.
My poor pentas. I finally measured the amount of sun.
How much are they getting?
Well, it was like 5 hours of full sun.
Yeah, that's pretty heavy.
Yeah. I went, why are they not blooming better? Yeah, well, that was the reason why. So what am I going to replace them with?
For the summer or for the winter?
No. Summer right now. They look so bad. I'm going to go with some zinnias.
Okay.
I think they might do. Yeah, that might be enough. 5 hours of the blast of sun, especially if it's afternoon sun.
Yeah.
And then let's see. And then on the pentas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you can, I thought you were going to talk about the other end of it. If you don't have 2 hours of sun, you get kind of at least in my experience, you get kind of a remnant of bloom. You don't get the spectacular bloom that they're capable of.
You get a little spindly too, and a little.
And that's one thing that the pollinators really like, or pentas, and the hummingbirds move into there. Lots of bees.
Yeah, our pentas are. I think ours are doing what yours are. I think they're getting too much sun now.
Mm-hmm.
They do respond when you water them. They perk right back up, and they want to. In fact, in the mornings they look great. I guess the sun kind of beats them down a little bit. I could move them. Can I move them, or is it worth it to move them?
Oh,
well,
yeah.
I have them in a pot.
Oh, you have yours in a pot. Oh,
yeah,
well, you
so
definitely
I
could
can
move yours.
them, yeah.
I've got mine in some of my best bed are in containers, and that gets it's right up against the house on the east side, so it gets a blast of morning sun, and then the sun goes up over the house.
Oh, cool.
They do very well, and then on the other side of the house, they get a little blast of the afternoon sun, a couple hours, and then the trees intervene for the afternoon sun.
Mm-hmm.
So that works really well too. So I'm happy with both ends of that spectrum there. And they're really pentas are pretty exceptional. You can probably pass them up if you get a little bit confused by that sun. Because it's hard to describe when you tell somebody
2 hours.
2 hours of afternoon sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when you show them 5 hours, that's even more.
Yeah. Your statement actually is interesting, because the ones that perk up the best after a little water and in bed are the ones that do exactly what you said. The sun comes up and then it goes behind the house. So I think they're only getting a couple hours of sun. They just need a little more love and a little more water. But yeah, how long will the pentas last? They're not perennial, are they?
No.
But
they will last for a while.
Cold weather, they'll last.
Cold weather knock them out.
Yeah, Thanksgiving.
Oh, speaking of plants, which we do pretty much every weekend, Monica Mackley is going to be our guest tomorrow. All things.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, our book entitled "Plants with a Purpose." Is that right? Do I have that right? Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it here.
What's that? Oh, you have it with you? Good.
Purpose.
Plants with Purpose?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk to her about it. It's a fun read.
I like it too.
Yeah.
You got two. It kind of deals with two strong interests. If you're interested in weird plant uses, and she tackles some of those. But if you're also interested in the 25 plants' relationship to butterflies, she also does a good job of that too. So that's the part I like best of it.
And I liked some of the medicinal purposes of
I like
the
that.
plant.
Yeah. Hey, we got a question from the crowd. Will you join us on the air? Sure. Okay,
All
grab
right.
that mic. You'll be on the air and tell
easy.
us what's going on. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Am I on? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We got you. We got
Perfect.
Okay. So I've had a tree. I have a tree in my driveway right now that's sitting in the middle of the driveway.
Okay.
It's hard to drive your car in there with that.
I know.
Yeah, no, it's right in the middle of the driveway, and it's a beautiful tree. It is a Texas redbud. And we've had that tree for about 3 years now, and about a year ago, one of the sections, there's 3 sections on the tree, one of the sections started dying. And, and so I'm thinking, and then eventually it just kind of almost all died, that one section. So we had Davy Tree come out, and we had them test the soil. They do some sort of soil testing and send it into A&M or whatever they did. But it was inconclusive. They thought maybe Texas root rot, cotton root rot, something like that. But it was just inconclusive. We haven't had a cotton field there, so I doubt that's it. But anyway, we've also had 2 other trees in that location that died in a similar manner. It all started with that one side of the tree, and then it progressed, and then the entire tree died. Now, this one has gone from the one section to all 3 sections, so the entire tree has now died. I have this picture here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it
show
looks
Mark
like
and make sure that
some sort
I'll
of
show Calvin too.
some sort of I don't know, carpenter ants or?
No, it's a big beetle.
That's a big beetle.
Yeah, it did that, or commonly called borers. When you say it's in the middle of the driveway, what do you mean by that? Describe that.
So yeah, we've got concrete that surrounds it in probably going out in 30 feet every direction. So there's a circle in the middle of the concrete.
Oh, okay.
And how big the diameter is the circle?
Maybe 19 feet.
Oh, it's so okay. So a lot of these things occur like 3 foot, 4 foot diameter circles. So that's why I wanted to ask on that. All right, typical of a redbud.
But we had mountain. I'm sorry to interrupt. We had mountain laurels in there.
You did.
2 other mountain laurels that died in the similar fashion.
Same way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now that leads me to a different.
Do you want to show Calvin the picture?
Oh yeah, show Calvin.
Well, I
the
think
picture.
I'm
You got it?
following Mark's.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll just show you real quick. Can you see it?
So
okay, here you go.
So the redbud, that's very common. You have 3 stems. 1 stem dies after 7 or 8 years. Mountain laurel, that's a little bit different. And so, and that's another reason why I asked the diameter of it. Then I have to ask, how are you watering it?
Well, it is on a timer, so.
All right, everyone see the little light bulb going on?
Yeah,
in your radio. Okay.
Now
it may not be the irrigation, over irrigating, but we always have a statement that it's not when your irrigation system will fail. Not if it will. It's when. So you may have a leak.
A leak. You mean overwatering?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will say that for a long time we weren't irrigating. We were having the same problem with the other 2 trees that died.
Yeah.
And at that time, I can say we just recently had the irrigation system fixed maybe 6 months ago.
Okay.
So at that time it was regular watering, and I just wanted to make sure it was getting enough water.
Yeah.
I think before that we weren't. I think it wasn't getting enough water.
So what I went down that path because of mountain laurel. How do you kill a mountain laurel?
Oh, too much water.
Too much water.
Okay.
So that's why I went down that path on that.
Let me show you if I can find the
Yeah,
one.
if you can find the other.
What is your pattern on the watering? How often do you water?
I think 2 to 3 times a week, twice, and let's just say 2 times a week, twice a night for 10 minutes each time.
Okay.
So twice a month would be the appropriate time.
For how long?
For
longer than
for 45, 55 minutes.
Oh, so you're not getting enough water.
Yeah. Well, think of these are native plants. How often are they getting water out in the wild?
But I would bet if you do some digging
the ultimate thing is, thank you, Calvin. What should you be doing?
You'd go do exploration of what the soil is like under that plant. And now the Texas mountain laurel, that was probably would reflect too soggy soil for it. And even redbud is pretty drought tolerant. Yeah.
It was a Texas redbud as opposed to an eastern redbud.
Yeah.
So,
but
which is also more drought tolerant.
Yeah. My first reaction on that timing is that you could find that's going to be real dry, real shallow.
Shallow watering is what I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that's what I've got. I've got one of those tubes that go around it.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's the tree.
Yeah. So, that little brown. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Little brown.
I'm telling her 1 second.
Brown.
1 second, we'll get
tube
you.
around it.
Well, at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
You know how you'll just put the water tubes around it? So there's like 3 tubes, perforated tubes around it on the surface.
All right. So, and this is the redbud, right? This is a farther away picture.
Right.
Beautiful. Yes, that's about size, which you could do for the either of these trees.
That's what?
The proper size.
Proper size of what?
Of the planting site. The planting site.
Oh, yes,
diameter.
sir. Okay, so
that's good.
Okay.
You did a good job on that.
Gotcha.
It looks like it all died back, and so I'm wondering if it got enough water, or how do I say it? Enough proper water. So you may be putting it out 20 minutes per week, right?
Yeah.
But broken
40.
down.
What was it, twice?
10 minutes, twice a day for 2 days.
Yeah, so.
All right, let's do this. We keep talking to him, but we need to take a quick break.
No, you don't.
We do. We got you, so you can tell us what we got after this. All right, back in a moment with more of Milberger's Gardening South Texas. And after this, we'll tell you what we learned.
All right.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer, 210-308-8867. Mark's still answering their question off the air, and I feel bad. Oh, good. She's got someone answering her question over there. But we got someone else. There's an event coming up. Introduce yourself and tell us what's going on.
Hi, my name is Jimmy Black, and I'm
Jimmy.
with the San Antonio Cactus and Xerophyte Society and the Texas Cactus Coalition, and I wanted to let you know that let the city know we're having a plant sale at the Garden Center on Tuesday night.
Oh, this Tuesday.
Yeah, and it's going to be from 6 to 9 p.m.
Okay.
It'll be mostly cactus and succulents, but we will have some other things like houseplants, and we do have a potter that will be there. So,
what does a potter mean?
They make pottery.
Oh, I'm sorry. That makes sense. Sorry.
So fired pottery, things like that. And we do intend to have a live auction at 7 o'clock, so there'll be a lot of plants available, including some houseplant type stuff, but mostly cactus and succulents. So this Tuesday, 6
Garden
to 9
Center?
p.m.
Okay,
at the Garden
and
Center.
Go ahead, Calvin. You were going to ask something. Sorry, Calvin.
Be used for that thing.
So the money is typically used for the scholarship program for the Cactus Society, but it'll also be for perpetuating this small group of vendors to raise money for various things that the coalition and the society support.
How does somebody become a member of the Cactus
tell us
Society?
about the.
Well, there's a couple of ways to do that. One would be to come to a meeting. You're welcome to come to as many as 3 meetings for free to see if this is something that's of interest to you. And then a membership is $20 for a single or $30 for a family. We meet every third Wednesday of the month at 7 o'clock. The doors open at 6:30 for social time, and then we go from 7 to 9. We have a speaker that will talk about any types, a myriad of things around cactus and succulents. We do have an annual show and sale, which is part of Fiesta. It's always the last weekend, Thursday, Friday, Saturday of Fiesta. And then the coalition probably has upwards of 3 to 4 sales a year. We usually do a weekend, but we decided we would experiment with a weeknight. We'll see how that goes.
Are there any newsletter or
the society and the coalition both have newsletters? If you want to be on the mailing list, you can certainly contact. It's golly.
But
SAC.
They'll find it on the website, right?
Yeah, they'll both have websites, but you can reach us at sacxs.org.
Or they could just come to the sale and they could get.
And there's lots of ways to do that. But our next meeting is actually on the 20th, the next night, and we're going to have a fellow by the name of Jeff Pavlett who will be talking about the gardens of Havana, Cuba.
Oh, how interesting!
So it's a fun group, small, intimate, but
now
devoted to cactus and succulents.
Do you do community events as well and get out there and do things together? Or?
We do. We have things like field trips, and we've been to a whole. I guess we're going to be about to go on our 5th field trip for the year, and then we'll shut things down for the winter.
Gotcha.
But it's a fun group. I encourage people to come out.
Sounds good. So that's fundraiser. The
plant sale
tomorrow.
The sale is Tuesday night from 6 to 9. We have a live auction at 7, and then the following night will be the Cactus Society's regular monthly meeting, and that's at 7 to 9. Doors open at 6:30.
Same place.
All right.
Same at the San Antonio Garden Center.
All right. So, what's your favorite succulent? What's your favorite succulent or xerophyte?
I am.
Are you partial to one over the other?
I am partial to Pachypodiums, which are from Madagascar, the land of weird and odd plants.
I want to look that up. How do you spell that?
PAC.
Milton would probably like that.
Yeah,
weird and odd
are you familiar with it?
No.
PAC.
PACHY, podium.
PACHY. Podium. I see it. Okay, let's see.
Pachypodium, and there's probably
look at that.
40 species within the genus. They're weird plants, so if you like weird, Pachypodiums are right up your alley.
Okay.
And I suppose one of the
native to Madagascar.
One of the topics is which of the plants are legal and illegal to.
I didn't realize there were some that are.
Well, there's some of the succulents need to be protected.
There's a lot of plants that need to be protected. The only one that I would say is illegal is a plant called Lophophora williamsii, affectionately referred to as peyote. So that's a Schedule 1 narcotic according to the DEA.
Yeah.
But, I, for example, we have property out on the Rio Grande around Laredo, and we have pigs. And so if you run upon one that's been knocked out of the ground, I don't ever hesitate to put it in a pot and try to resurrect it, because once they're lost, they're lost. But that's the only plant I can think of that's illegal.
Okay.
It's
very cool.
Sounds like an interesting topic.
Yeah.
And it'd be neat for gardeners that are looking for a new.
Well, yeah, that's why I was glad that you came by, because we like to talk about other opportunities for gardeners who want the Men's Garden Club, GVST. Now we're talking about the cactus and for our programs every third Wednesday of the month, we will have hands-on events where if you've got plants that are damaged or not doing well, you can bring them, and we have a lot of people who are quasi-experts on these things, and we can help you with your plant. We can help you repot it, maybe resurrect it, bring it back to health. Yay.
So there's a lot of knowledgeable people that are part of the group.
Okay. What's the website again?
Oh, yeah.
The website for SACS is SACXS. It's not a succulent society. It's a xerophyte society that broadens our reach.org. And I'm at a loss for both of those are on Facebook. So if you went to look up SACS on Facebook, you'll find it.
Okay.
And the Texas Cactus Coalition also has a Facebook page.
Very cool. Are you a cactus fan, Calvin? Do you have some xerophytes on your?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay.
Not when you. I'm a zinnia and penta person rather than but it is an interesting topic. A lot of the gardeners that we deal with are very, very interested in.
The fellow that's going to speak on Wednesday night actually has been to these gardens in Havana during the period when you could go to Cuba.
Oh, okay.
So it should be a very interesting.
Yeah, that's strange. You think of Cuba with lots of rain and hurricanes.
Yeah, you don't think of it being.
There are some succulents that really dig the rain. There are some succulents that would prefer that it never see rain. So it's just that's why these are such wonderful plants to play with.
What is the one that's has like rose cactus or
desert rose?
Desert rose, is that a succulent?
That it is.
Okay,
desert rose is now adenium. So there's I think about 8 species within that genus.
Oh, okay,
and they're mostly from Africa, a little bit of Madagascar, and into the Arabian Peninsula.
Okay, man, so you know your stuff.
They're all over.
Yeah, they're pretty. I like them. We've occasionally have them for sale and stuff, so that's cool. All right, so well, thank you, sir.
All right, thanks for the time.
Yeah,
take care.
You bet. All right. Oh, yeah, we can keep that. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867, the number to call. Cool. Did we cover everything in your article, or I think we got sidetracked?
Oh no, we didn't cover everything yet, but lots of topics to cover on vegetables.
Do you want to find out, Mark?
We did a pretty good job of tomatoes because tomatoes, if you want to get them in, you need to get them in, and we got a good selection of plants here. Some of the varieties that we've recommended, determinate and semi-determinate, and we also.
Am I back on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're at the point where you can pot them up. Or you can plant them directly into your garden. Mark,
okay.
You want to add anything on the tomatoes?
No, I
varieties.
just So what we have right now is of the 6-packs. We still have some 6-packs, but it's only Amelia and Celebrity.
Okay.
And in the 4-inch, we have Celebrity, Heat Master, some Tycoon.
Red. Do we still have
Red Snapper? I think we have a couple.
Oh, Drip Steve was a fan of Red Snapper.
Yeah, and
then a few more.
Ruby Crush.
Yes, we had a few Ruby Crush. It's on the second table.
BHN 968, I think we had.
But in the 4-inch, right? Do we have some more of the VHN 968?
I believe we do.
Okay, cool.
Yes, we had a significant amount.
Okay.
If you want two tomato varieties that I think would 9 out of 10 times win the taste test, BHN 968 and Ruby Crush.
Yeah, you love it.
Now, I don't know which would win each time, but they would shift swift.
I know you really like those Ruby Crush.
Yeah, I like both of them. They're just different.
Do you
taste.
cook with them or just eat them?
Do I what?
Do you cook with them or just eat them?
I just eat them.
Okay.
Or I just drag them here, and you guys help me eat them.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We don't mind that. Thank you. Yeah. Well, 210-308-8867, 210-308-8867. Do you have a time to talk about what the final outcome was on the Red Oak?
So this couple had a very nice circular planting bed, a very large one, almost 19 feet in diameter. But they had a variety of species die.
Right.
Some kind of normal. The Texas redbud, sometimes it kind of goes and dies after 7 or 8 years. But also a Texas mountain laurel.
Yeah.
So then we got to thinking about what was in the soil. Well, it's come to find out it's kind of clay and gravel. It's over by Garden Ridge. Our friend Patrick knows that type of soil. But Calvin and I asked, what is the watering regime schedule? And light, but frequently light. And not enough time, I would say.
Yeah, it sounded like it was.
So it was. The concept was correct. Twice a day. So you want to do it in the morning and in the evening. You get a nice deep water profile. But then he did it twice a week. So he had 4 watering events of 10 minutes, so 40 minutes. And I think that was too shallow.
Oh yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
And Calvin, your idea of just testing it, do you test it in the middle of the day? Do you test it right after it's finished? When are you testing to find out how deep the water went?
Well, either will work.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if it's it'll be an obvious symptom if it's too dry, and I think that's what they'll find, that it's compacted, and Mark did a good job of describing the layering that I suspect they'll find there, and the trick is going to be just a little bit of probing in there, and so that some of that water can penetrate.
I like to do it before an event and after the event.
Oh, that makes sense.
So you get kind of an idea how far it goes down. And I think what we'll
That's
find,
a really good idea.
I think is what you'll find is that it was maybe too moist, but very shallow.
Okay.
So that it was not getting to all the roots or the soil at the appropriate root depth.
Okay. Yeah, and then so how are they going to change?
So
the tree's gone, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're going to go with another species. And because of the clay, I recommended maybe getting some compost that we have from Maine. I forget the full name of it, but it's acidic base. It is for acidic loving plants. So just buffer the high clay soil.
Okay.
Another company thought it might be cotton root rot. And I went, nah, it could have been. Even though it wasn't plowed cotton fields. Cotton root rot is ubiquitous in the soil. It doesn't need cotton. It does not need a cotton plant.
Cotton root rot would not be settled.
Yeah. So it kind of mimicked it. They said one branch died and then the whole tree died.
And that's typical. And
it's cotton root rot. Where 48 hours it goes from green to brown. One of the things we want to do is make sure they do a follow the Marks plan 3-2-1 watering.
Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break and come back in a moment. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. More of Milberger's Gardening South Texas coming up on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
We're back with Milberger's Gardening South Texas, live from Milberger's Landscaping and Nursery at 1604 in Bulverde Road. Come out to visit or call us at 210-308-8867. That's 210-308-8867. And now back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.
And welcome back to Milberger's Gardening South Texas. We always encourage people to come up to come up and see us live, and this nice gentleman has, and he's got a question. Yes, sir, you're on the air.
How do you know if he's nice?
I just assume so.
Okay.
I've got a plum tree that is...
There you go. Talk in the mic so we can hear you.
A little closer.
Okay.
I've got a plum tree that's got the green leaves. It's got... it looks great. The only thing is it's only producing one plum a year. We're not too sure why.
What variety is it?
It's this one right here.
It has
I'm
green
not sure of the name.
It's the green leaf variety.
Oh, it shows the name? Okay, good. Can you see the name, Calvin?
No, I can't see the name.
Oh,
I don't have the name. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't have the name.
It's not.
Okay, so we go through it. Methley. Does that ring a bell?
Maybe.
We're trying to figure out the names. Maybe
my wife is trying to.
Methley.
Or Morris.
No. Yeah.
She's
Methley is the one that's generally recommended.
See, what we're thinking is why it's only one. It's maybe the wrong species for this area.
Well, the wrong variety. Yeah.
The wrong variety.
That's the trunk of it there. It looks like it's got some kind of algae or something on it.
It's lichen.
Yeah.
I can't see it. It's good that the picture's gone. Now, plums have been tough this last few years. My plum would be in the same category as yours is not producing a lot. Yeah, that's lichen. Lichen is a positive thing. Lichen is a combination of algae and some other things, and that indicates that the air is clean.
The air is beautiful. You don't live downtown.
Yeah.
No.
When does it bloom really nice?
Very nice. Very nice. It comes out with a lot of flowers, and it did this year. We fertilized it. We came over here and we asked what we could put on it.
When do you water it in August at all?
But not that much.
Not
that much.
Yeah, well, the fact that it is a good-looking tree, it's got nice leaves, and it blooms up a storm.
Well,
if I had to guess, I'd guess it was probably Morris. But the weather here, if the weather ever is conducive to a Morris plum, then you'll get a full crop. But generally, it's not the best range.
There maybe when it flowers, it's not the time where it's best for pollination. But I'm going to recommend if it is Morris, that's a universal. It's like a universal blood type, and I would probably get a what did we just say?
Methley
for that as another one to possibly increase production.
But also be aware that your plum tree is not the only one that hasn't performed that well. Yours sounds like it's performed better than most have, because you've got good foliage and you've got good blooms and a few fruit at least. So another thing you might try, put on your calendar to be if we're going to be, well, it's already water it a few times this month and in September.
Okay.
Yeah, in September.
Because that peach trees and plums are really the development is sensitive to the availability of water in the middle of summer.
Yeah, what was strange was that the peach tree right next to it, less than 15 feet away, it bloomed. I mean, it had peaches left and right.
What kind of peaches?
I'm not too sure. We're not too sure.
Were they early peaches?
Yes.
They
came out pretty early, yeah. And they were really big and sweet and everything.
Florida King, were they?
I bet you it's Florida King.
Man, they were really big and red.
Or one of the older varieties.
Yeah, that's a good indication.
And that's right next to the plum tree, so we figured they were going to come out.
Do what Mark said and go ahead and give it a little special watering this month and next month.
Okay.
And see if you can't take advantage. And hopefully someday we'll start getting rain again. And
so fruit set is largely dependent, not entirely, but largely dependent on the care the prior year, particularly summer.
Okay.
So give a couple of good watering this August. Get out of here, fly.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. We appreciate it.
Thanks, man. Thanks for coming on the air. Great
job. Luck. Let us know if it.
Just swing on by until.
If it turns out wonderfully, let us know. If it doesn't,
we. What's that?
I'm sorry.
Okay. Move the mulch.
So usually, you should not have a mound, and you should always have 3 inches free around the trunk of the tree.
Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks, guys. All right, 210-308-8867, or like these nice folks, come on by Millburgers. It's a pretty day here. There's a little breeze, and come on and ask a question in person. All right, 210-308-8867 if you want to just give us a call, too.
If I had a quarter, I would make that some Morris.
Yeah, it's a Morris. Or a Santa Rosa.
That's true. It could be Santa Rosa.
Yeah, but that's another one to avoid.
So
why is that, Mark?
Let's see, pests, and it doesn't fruit very well, and the nights are too hot for it.
Yeah. Well, we generally say Methley and then Santa Rosa second, and then if you're dreaming, Morris.
Yeah.
And if you ever
there's a few other ones in there.
If you ever get a full of the weather perfect and a full yield from a Morris, gosh, you'll be dedicated to it forever, because it's a wonderful fruit.
Yeah.
And very productive, if the weather's right and the conditions are right.
It tends to be a slightly more northern species.
All right. Again, 210-308-8867. If you've got a plum question, if you're plum out of answers, we got some for you right here. Get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's a good point that we brought up too. If you got peach trees, go ahead and use Mark's watering this month in September. August is the usual. Get them watered deeply this month, and it'll make a difference in terms of the production next spring. Hopefully, it's not too late.
Yeah, we usually say native trees they're not expecting water. Fruit trees, however, August is a good month to water. August and September.
And then be prepared to do if you don't have a lot of growth in the fall, showing in the fall reflected like at least a foot, then go ahead and fertilize. And if you have at least a foot, then you wait and fertilize in February. But good 1959 fertilizer works fine.
Works wonderfully because, again, the unique composition.
And your article, you talked about tomatoes.
Yeah.
You mentioned that. We'll move on from there. But what other fall? The article says dig into fall vegetables.
Yeah, we're getting time. We talked in the article about preparing the soil, and Mark and I spent last weekend talking a lot about this. Compost, 2 inches of compost incorporating is good. We're one big compost pile here in the South. We don't. The organic material does not accumulate. It keeps decomposing, keeps producing it, and it decomposes. but it certainly contributes to a successful garden if you've got some organic material in there. The nutrients aren't real high from organic material, but the efficiency in the nutrients you have, the fertilization, the efficiency in the water transport, water storage, and all that really improves if you've got some organic material in there. And then the other thing is, I always recommend 10 cups of 1959 per 100 square feet of bed for the vegetables, and that's 1959 is 50% fast release nitrogen and 50% slow release. So you got plenty available for those. For the crops, the leaf crops and the tomatoes that need the nutrients fast, and then you also got some nitrogen available later for the later producing the spinach and the onions and broccoli, even the broccoli and Brussels sprouts.
That rule of thumb is really good. At 10 for 100 square feet, 10 cups. Even non-math majors from University of Texas can figure that out. You did it very well when I asked you 250 feet of bed requires how many?
I don't remember.
You did it really well. You said it right up.
I was
25.
promised there'd be no math.
20.
Yeah. 250, yeah.
Yeah, there
25.
you go. Yeah, there you go. Very cool. So, So, I see we have lots of peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, thank you for a minute. We have lots of peppers. So, we have serranos. We have jalapenos, several different kinds. We have Anaheims. We have bell peppers. All shapes and sizes and ready to go. Some of them are flowering already. And we have a special. We have some jalapeno peppers in 6-inch pots, all ready to go and plant.
Yeah, and you're good. Let's see. We've got August, September, October, and maybe the first half of, or maybe even longer into November. Yeah. So we're talking about 3 months basically for the peppers to produce.
I'm trying to think. I know she talks about chili piquin. We're talking about Monica Mackley, who's going to be our guest tomorrow at 1:00. All things go right, so we'll talk about her book, Plants with Purpose. But she has a thing on chili piquins. Does she talk about any other peppers? I'm trying to remember.
She what?
Talk about any other peppers?
I
don't think so.
I don't think so.
I like the agarita. Now I want to try agarita jelly.
No, the first plant out of the box was agarita, and it was very interesting. And it's a plant that sometimes I forget about because it's not one widely found in the nursery trade.
Okay.
And she mentions that.
Yeah, she did.
And she provides ways to reproduce that and transplant that.
Well, and she also talks about utilizing the fruits and some of the foliage and some of the other plants. Yeah. And that they're plants that are not always the easiest to utilize, but if you want something that's really different, and that's one of the neat things about this book. And then on the other hand, you've got on most of the plants, and of course, I note the milkweed and the lantanas and all those nectar-producing plants that she talks about their relationship and importance to the butterflies too. So you get that both of those topics covered pretty well. On the fall gardening, so we got tomatoes and peppers need to get in pretty quick.
Okay.
Yep. Now it's time to consider the seeding and the seed rack. Let's see, what do we got? Radishes.
You got. You forgot in your article bush beans. That's another one to go through.
Okay.
But September 1st is usually our
cucumber.
We're not too far from that. That's just a couple weeks away.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Beets.
Yeah, beets. Beets.
Don't make Mark angry. He goes. He gets upset when you mention beets.
Rutabagas, turnips.
Now you're talking.
Carrots.
Oh,
carrots.
Really?
Yeah. Carrots are the ultimate.
So there's a lot of seed. Now, transplants will wait just a tad. That's going to be your Brussels sprouts, your broccoli, cauliflower.
Swiss chard.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is, cabbage. And we usually wait on transplants for that.
And then. And then just a reminder that those plants, the greens, the leafy vegetable, cabbage related, they all take a lot of nitrogen to be productive. So that's one of the reasons why this 1959 is important. The winterizer will work for the early, as long as you're willing to side dress later. And then you want to wait a little while on the spinach. Spinach is...
we really don't get into spinach until it's... meaning we don't really start talking about it until it's like late fall.
Well, yeah, October 1st.
Yeah.
And then the onions in November. The onion transplants, too. They're important.
Yeah.
Both of those spinach and onions are an important part of the fall and winter garden, but you want to wait a little while on them.
Did you talk in the article? I think you talked about spacing between plants, but did you talk about the spacing between the rows? Generally, how far apart of rows do you like?
Oh.
I didn't emphasize it, but it's probably a good idea. I like, I mentioned 4 feet between tomatoes, which is a little wider than I've recommended in the past. But on the rows, I'm thinking 2 feet between the rows and, the things like broccoli and Swiss chard and things like that. I have about, I liked 2 feet at least. 3 feet is not too much to have between them.
Between the plants or between the rows?
Between the plants.
Yeah,
that's 2 feet on the rows.
Yeah.
Now, spinach, you don't need that much space. Spinach can get by on a little less space.
And the nice thing about onions later on is like you can plant them real close together and just use them as you thin them out.
That's right. If you gotta be conscientious in using if you plant them every 4 inches. One of the reasons you plant them every 4 inches too is that when you buy them, they're a great bargain, and there's about 2.5 rows per bundle. If you plant them every 4 inches. So what you do if you want to take advantage of what's available, you use those as green onions, and every second and third one are the green onions, and then you let that third one grow up and have a big bottom.
Yeah.
And they'll be ready about June 1st, or a little sooner even than June 1st. So that's a good. Now, and if you get lots of
what is that? That's pretty. Do you see
the giant?
Is that a giant swallowtail?
Yeah. And
sorry.
Yeah, I got distracted. I can't deal with anything when the butterflies are. But the
sorry,
Calvin. What was I do the same thing to you all the time.
No, we're talking about onions and
a lot of choices.
Yes, and what do we have? We had 6 last year. We had reds, whites, and yellows.
Yeah,
and then we made a big deal of that. That all kinds.
We had at least two of each of those colors.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we had the yellows were the.
I know it's our favorite now.
Yeah. And the red we did note that if you want a little more tart or a little more real onion taste,
we like that.
Now that's what I do.
The red Creole is what we like. So.
That's right. I like that one. I generally get red Creole, and then I get the Texas A&M variety, the real mild one, and those two make a really nice addition to the garden. Easy to grow, very productive, and really tasty, and you can use them in a lot of recipes.
All right, let's take a quick break. While we do, give us a call, 210-308-8867. Back in a moment on 9:30 a.m., The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. All right, come on by and visit us. We're at Milberger's at 1604 on Boulevardy Road. It's beautiful out here today. Now that the clouds are blocking the sun, it's really pleasant. The wind has stopped, though. We need the wind back.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'll take the wind.
Maybe this is. Are we going to get some more rain?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll take a maybe.
Right. So we are looking at bands of development coming across the Gulf in the next couple of days. So it didn't turn out to be a hurricane like I wanted to, but it's just incoming bands of rain.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the reasons why we went back into stage 4 was because all the serious rains that occurred during July 4th. And they're in those days, couple before and after, did not land on the area which would be most impactful on the Edwards Aquifer.
Rats.
And we always want them to land on where? Quihee and Miko.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Down. What is that? Is that Highway 90?
Yeah, it's north of Highway 90, between Hondo and Casterville. But north of that
is the sweet spot.
Yes.
Anyway, well, let's hope that they do that now. We want rain. The sun's kind of fighting to beat up those clouds a little bit.
Anyway, that's one of the reasons people have asked me that. So we had all those wonderful rains.
Yeah.
It rained in May and rained in June and July, and I went didn't rain on the correct location.
Okay. It's a challenge. 210-308-8867. 210-308-8867. I really liked your idea about testing the moisture in the soil prior to and then after the watering event.
Yes.
Now, are you just doing that with your finger? Are you doing it with something that kind of marks it, like a stick that'll show it? What are you doing?
Well, you're digging out. You're aerating at the same time. If you want to get really involved, you get a sharpshooter and start digging down.
Yeah, or even a hand shovel will work.
Oh, okay.
Or a large screwdriver. Even.
Yeah. Ooh, that's an idea because I just like the idea that you could actually see it because you'd see the moisture on the.
Well, and that's probably a good reason to have a sharpshooter or a hand shovel so that you can see, and that's quite often is pretty obvious.
Yeah. Yeah, and the sharpshooter, if you dig down and you can see on the edge of the wall that the hole that you're digging, you can see how far down the moisture.
You can even feel it quite often with a screwdriver. You can
that's interesting. Oh, you mean it would?
You're doing it.
It'll go from being soft to. Oh, that's interesting.
Remember how you were taught to make muffins? So you take the toothpick.
The toothpick, and then so if it comes out clean, you don't have enough moisture.
Yeah, or when it comes out clean, it's ready to go. I think.
Oh, if it comes out clean, you got enough moisture in the soil?
I can't remember. Somebody call in and tell what happens when you have one, you have crumbs on it, and one it comes out clean.
No. I know that with the muffins. If it comes out clean, that you're ready. But I didn't know if it did the same thing with the soil. If it's wet deeper, does it come out clean or does it come out?
No, those are muffins. No, this is soil.
That's what I'm asking you about. So what does I take the screwdriver, I take the toothpick, and I stick it in the soil.
So if it comes up wet,
I can tell Monica's going to have a tough time with you two there. Has she?
I think it's as Calvin mentioned, it'll be moist. It'll be a bit moist and probably some sand or soil particles on it.
All right. But anyway, that's going to be a good interview tomorrow at 1:00. It's a really interesting book. And the Agarita story reminded me of chili bequins, and so I said, I wonder if she put chili bequins in there. And sure enough,
she did.
She did, yeah.
But did you see about sunflowers?
I liked her. Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay.
I have to go read that. I haven't gotten there yet.
And then there's a sub-passage, a little note. It says, the recipe for grilled sunflower head.
I did see that. I didn't see the recipe, but I saw.
Did you have any sunflowers?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No, I should have left one.
Did your butterflies leave you any?
No, it's all gone now for the season. But I do see the smaller ones around town. So yes, for the smaller ones, you're right that they just fight through it.
So that's something to always ask, or one of the things I'll ask Monica is there are a variety of sunflowers. Is it Heliocanthus? I think is the genus, and there are a lot of different ones. And I believe she has cowpen daisies in. In the book, a photograph of it, and that is also a sunflower.
Calvin, you talked about so that's at 1:00. Sit, stay, stop.
No, there's this fly that's bothering me.
Oh, that fly bothers you every weekend.
Yeah, no,
he really likes you.
I think the word is out.
He can't hit you at all. He's got no sense of. Anyway, 210-308-8867. Calvin, you talked about fall vegetables. What about fall color? Is it too early to start planting things like coleus? I see we have some of that here. Is that fall color?
We're close.
Okay.
Yeah. But we generally look on the example of snapdragons to see when they're ready. And let's see, they're not generally until we'll probably start seeing them until in September, but towards after the middle of September.
Yeah. I was thinking October 1st.
October 1st?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably the best time. The stalks will be later. Now, calendula will be about the same time as the snapdragons too. But there is a period when we can have both. Both the summer plants like the zinnia and the moss roses and the pentas, and then the winter. Now, the thing about the winter shade plants, though, they're later. Pansies are later, and so are primulas, and so are what are the ones that start with C? My favorite.
Caladium?
Caladiums. No, caladiums are the foliage.
Oh, okay.
Cyclamen.
Cyclamen. Yeah.
Cyclamen are.
Ooh, somebody just picked up a beautiful Esperanza. Hey, let's talk to James. He's got a rain report. I bet he does. And he's got some questions for us, too, at 210-308-8867. Hi, James. How much rain did you get?
Well, I'm pleasantly surprised because I was just commenting to my wife this morning. I woke up at about 5 to 5, and it started raining, and I checked the radar on my phone, and it looks like it was coming. But anyway, long and short, I just checked my rain gauge while I was calling. I got 1.08 inches.
Wow.
Wow. That's good.
1 inch, that's great.
I didn't expect even a tenth of an inch, so I'm kind of in shock here. I guess I slept through it. But it looked like it went west.
It was pretty intense for a while, I'll bet.
Yeah, well, I guess I fell back asleep because I didn't hear it. I didn't hear any thunder or lightning at all, period. Okay, when I went to Milberger's, I guess it was week before last, I got the two, I'm drawing a blank on the name. I got the one, two dwarf cherry surprise.
Okay, 968.
They're doing real well, both of those. One I just put up in a 1 gallon container. One I put in when I called last week. I thought it was a 7 gallon and would have had to step it up, but I misspoke, I guess, or I was mistaken. I went on the site to where I purchased the container, and it's actually a 11.5 gallons. I'm going to leave it in there.
Yeah, that's and those two varieties that'll probably do a pretty fair job.
Okay, and it's doing great. And the other one in the 1 gallon is great. Now, the other one I picked up, I guess, is the Ruby Crush. It is struggling mightily. In fact, it looks like every day it looks worse. It's getting the exact same care, same location. What's up with it? Is it just not as heat tolerant is my only guess.
Well, but you want to be careful because quite often we have gardeners that are doing the same as you are, trying to grow both of those. And the Ruby Crush will be the one that is outperforming the the 350. Yeah. So you're getting kind of the other end of the. But I'm with you on that. I've had the same experience this year. Is that surprising me that the Ruby Crush is not reacting to the heat as well as the BHN 968. But kind of move it into a little more shade if you can.
I've been playing around with it the past few days, trying to get it to stop declining. I guess I can find another workaround. If I push it more into the shade, it gets under my patio cover for the afternoon shade, but my patio cover is metal, so it's like radiating onto it. So it's a kind of a catch-22 when I move it in and out. So I guess I need to put it under a shade tree someplace, probably be the ideal place. What do you think?
Yeah, and you may only have to do it another week or so. So just give it a little bit more coverage, and then see if the weather has broken a bit, and then you can move it out into a more reasonable situation.
Okay, now y'all did educate me a little bit. I guess it was earlier this year. I had my fertilization strategies backwards for a long time. I was using a higher, these are both Miracle-Gro products, a higher phosphorus at first, and then when they started setting fruit and whatnot, I take that back. I was putting nitrogen at first and then phosphorus or whatever, doing it backwards. But anyway, how often, if I'm using the Miracle-Gro, how often, I didn't put any Osmocote in the container. So I'm going to be using Miracle-Gro probably strictly. So how often would you apply that in the watering can, the Miracle-Gro?
Well, I don't think you can apply it too much, but I think ideally it's once a week.
Okay, I can do that.
Some gardeners do it even more, and then other gardeners will do it once every 2 weeks. But if you go longer than that, you're stretching it, especially on tomatoes and cabbage-related greens, because they're both big nitrogen users.
Okay, so if I do it twice a week, I'm not going to burn the plants with this Miracle-Gro.
No.
Okay, that's what I'm concerned about. I'd rather put a lot and kind of push them and let them perform, but I don't want to burn the roots or anything like that. So if I use Miracle-Gro twice a week, it should be okay.
Should be, yes.
Okay, so to clarify in my mind, and hopefully I can keep it straight. So I've got two different Miracle-Gro products. One is a 312 high nitrogen, and the other is they call it a bloom buster. Here it is, right here. What do they call it? Bloom booster. It's a 15-30-15. So at this stage, when they're not flowering, which one would you use, and when would you switch over to the other?
Well, I would always use that high nitrogen, but for years people have used the high phosphorus and done pretty well. So in a pinch, you could use that, but I think you might. I don't know if you got extra plants, but you might want to experiment and see if you see any kind of difference in performance. That would be an interesting thing to see.
Yeah, I just have the three. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use the 312. I'm looking at it here. It's a 24-8-16. I correct myself. It's not a Miracle-Gro product. It's one I got at the big box store, but it's a water soluble like the Miracle-Gro, and it's 24-8-16. So if I use that twice a week, I should be okay?
Yeah. Wow, that is a high nitrogen.
Yeah, so follow label directions, or you may also cut it. And Jerry, you always used to like to cut it by 75%, so it was a quarter of what the original was. But he was using that for indoor plants. So yeah. I would just use I'm like Calvin. I would use the mainly nitrogen one, but I may cut it.
Meaning, what does that mean to cut it?
See what the label says.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, I've had this container forever, and the label's non-existent, and I just keep dumping the packets in the same refill. But I'm pretty sure it's 1 tablespoon per gallon. So are you saying cut it if I'm doing it twice a week? You like because my water
just 1 tablespoon per gallon. I think you'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I was going to do it, what is it? What is it? Is it 2 teaspoons per tablespoon?
I have no idea.
3. Okay. Well, yeah. Then I may use a half a tablespoon on it, but you should be okay at that ratio.
I think so.
That's a pretty weak ratio.
Okay, so 1 tablespoon for 2 gallons twice a week?
You can do that. Yeah, that's another way of doing it, yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. Okay, all right. Hey, appreciate it.
How's your Vitex doing? Did it bloom again?
Oh, well, I looked at it. Everything is drying up, and I go by every day, and the leaves are starting to yellow and drop. So I gave it a good soaking this week, and it is greened up. It doesn't have around the corner. It's blooms on it right now.
All right. Hey, you're breaking up, so we're going to take a break. Thank you, James. Talk to you later, man.
Bye, James.
All right, 210-308-8867. Give us a call. We got somebody right after this on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Welcome back to Milberger's Gardening, South Texas on 9:30 a.m. The Answer. Give us a call at 210-308-8867 like Ruby. Ruby, I like your question. What's going on? How can we help you? Ruby, you there? Ruby, hello? Ruby, are you there? Okay, we're not hearing Ruby, so I'll see if you can find her, and then we'll tell us when we got her again. 210-308-8867. Up, Ruby, we lost you, so call us back. Or I can give your question. It's a question I asked earlier, so we'll give you a few seconds because you may have a follow-up. So 210-308-8867. All right, so what else do we need to cover? We've covered fall color. You've covered preparing the soil with compost and stuff.
We want to just remind everybody that if you were bothered by winter weeds last year.
Oh, great. Good job.
You need to get that pre-emergent down. Crew, Dimension, Barricade, those 3 have a good record with both broadleaf weeds and grasses. But you want to check the label and make sure that the label of the pre-emergent that you select addresses the weeds that you have most of the time. Now, of course, the ones that really there's bed straw, it's tough. Henbit now, chickweed. And what is that?
Various broadweeds.
Lots of
plantains.
Thistles and dandelions. And what is the one with the little stickers at the end of the fall? Not sandburrs, but the...
I don't know.
We went through this. I can't remember.
Yeah, I know. I remember us remembering, trying to remember.
Gosh, I mean,
the bindweed is the one I always remember, but that's in spring.
Well, is that is it bed straw? Does the bed straw come to produce the seed like that?
It's the one that just attaches itself to everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no. Every time I go down to Mitchell Lake, I'd be covered with it. That's what is that one? Yes, and that's the one I remember. Not the lime green bed straw one in the spring, but this one was another one. Beggar's lace.
That's it. Good work, Mark.
I all of a sudden remember cleavers. All over my body and shoes. Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, my dogs hate it. I hate it. The beggar's lace is a tough. It's a tough one. If you let it, you can. It takes a long season and so you can kind of watch for it and get your string mower out there and cut it down a lot of time. But if you don't, once you get that thicket with the seeds mature, it's tough to deal with. It's everywhere.
We legitimately pondered the use of napalm at Mitchell Lake.
Really? To get rid of it? Hey, let's go to Chalmette Bert on the line at 210-308-8867. What's going on, Bert?
How y'all doing? Where you at?
Where you at, sir?
Got a couple of tomato questions.
Okay.
All right, when I grew up in New Orleans, we ate Creole tomatoes. What's the best one here, or the equivalent, to grow in Texas?
So what's the closest tomato to a Creole tomato?
Yeah, Creole tomato. Now, I'm assuming it has kind of a tart taste and smallish, dark red, tart taste. Is that close?
Yep.
Okay.
That's very close.
Okay. They've taken the taste out of tomatoes over the years.
What are the tomatoes that are really firm, that are easy to grow, that ripen fast?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. So I would go back and maybe use.
Well,
but I mean, I can always go with an indeterminate, and that's Cherokee Purple.
Oh,
yeah, but for us around here, that's not always a good choice.
Oh, yeah, but that one, that would be so slow in the Creole.
Yeah, because I did grow Cherokee Purples one time, and I only got 7 tomatoes out of it for the whole season.
Well, congratulations. That was pretty good.
Yeah, it says, and I have a feeling we're not going to be able to do them, but yeah, it says online, specific varieties that are good substitutes include Cherokee Purple, Brandywine, or even Big Beef.
Yeah, we wouldn't do any of those.
Yeah, those aren't Texas or San Antonio tomatoes.
I would probably do Tycoon.
Okay.
What do you think about that? Yeah. I'm thinking. See, what was the one that was outstanding taste? I mean, it was always we always said celebrity, but that's
Tycoon was one of them that people really love the taste for.
Was it Amelia too?
I don't remember that. I remember, but I don't remember
Amelia taste. What was always one that always came through on taste selection? Was it?
All I can remember. It seemed like there was always a new champion every taste contest you had, depending on when it was ripened and who harvested it and who grew it.
Well, let's just go with a Ruby Crush or a bigger one.
Tycoon would be.
Tycoon would.
But I think the Ruby Crush is sweet, Bert. And it's fast. It starts producing pretty fast, so you would have it over a long season, last a long time too. Mm-hmm. So
all right, I got one suggestion too. I keep saying patio umbrellas with the shade and heat.
Yeah.
But also purslane is. I know people confuse it with spurge, and I've looked at the differences of the plants. And I don't know how people can confuse purslane with spurge, but purslane will add a very good lemony flavor to your salad.
That's right. Now, on the spurge, I usually see it's an orangey or red stem, which is the big difference.
And flat, leaves.
Yep. Well, it's not a succulent like.
So you look at it and going, well, I could see why people would make the mistake, but no. Once you look at it carefully, you go
wishful thinking. I think.
Oh no, spurge, no.
No, not spurge, not for sure.
That's one on my hated weed list. Yeah.
So if I was going to grow Cherokee Purple again, would I have to just keep them very shaded all the time and in a cool environment?
No, you can move 300 miles to the north, and that might help.
but
he just moved.
They used to do very well in our tomato growing contest.
Yeah, people would.
Yeah,
people have had success with them.
Because they're just like you. They maybe only had 6 tomatoes, but they were all specimens, and they look good and they taste good.
Mm-hmm.
Large.
They do that. Are there any heirloom plant tomatoes? And I know you said it's also eggplant growing time around here now.
Yeah,
what about
get them in?
What about Brandywine?
Brandywine is
that's also one that's recommended.
Yeah, it's also
heirloom.
but it's an heirloom. Most of the heirlooms are indeterminate.
Okay, and that's why we don't recommend them. What about Arkansas Traveler? That's a suggestion too. I did more Googling.
Well, that's what I read.
I thought we limited your Google time.
No.
Again, I don't know that one too well, but I would imagine that it's semi-indeterminate or indeterminate.
Yeah, and it sounds like it might fit the bill.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm like, hey, Bert, you be the
you could be the
researcher. Try the.
I just couldn't find an answer to my the Creole tomato transplant to Texas.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm thinking of several dishes right now that would be most appropriate. So yes, I knew what that was or believed it to be, and I knew exactly where I had to go, but I just don't have a really good one. Maybe for tartness, the BHN.
Except it's a little slow in the starting out.
Yeah, that's the only thing. But yeah, I was thinking Calvin's right. So the Ruby Crush is sweet. Well, that's not what we really want in this Creole. We need a nice tart. So I find the BHN or the Sweet 100 to be more tart.
I digged a little deeper. Thanks, Bert.
Yeah, you're welcome. Bye now.
But you take care. We'll talk to you later. So I digged a little deeper, and Celebrity was chosen. So I asked it just for determinate. Is Celebrity indeterminate or determinate?
Determinate.
Okay. Roma.
Determinate.
Okay. Defiant? I don't think I've ever heard us talk about that.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Have you heard of Defiant? No. Bush, Early Girl?
Yes, I have heard of it.
Okay, I think we've had Early Girl before.
Yes,
Early Girl?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that
in the
Creole
bush
style?
Yeah. I don't know the size of the fruit on that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, the size of the fruit on that is 4 to 6 ounces round. Solar Fire, Marglobe. I don't know that one. I don't think we've ever talked about that.
Surefire we have.
Solar Fire we have.
Solar Fire.
Yeah,
Surefire was one, yeah.
Oh, you think sure? Okay.
Yeah, that was about 10, 15 years ago. That was Calvin and I really liked that one.
Oh, okay.
Easy to grow and very productive and determinate. Or
what else
semi, at least.
Okay.
What else do you see on that?
What else I see on there?
Your magic fingers.
Something called Mountain Spring. No, I've never heard of that one either. Yeah, and the heat tolerance, the Defiant and Celebrity and Solar Fire were the ones that were the best.
Okay. Well, if it's near Celebrity, that is one of our most popular.
Yeah, and we have Celebrity here, right?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We have it both in the 6-pack and the 4-inch.
Okay. I'm trying to remember. Bert's going to be angry with me. I don't remember Creole tomatoes, but.
No, just imagine. I'm thinking. Just imagine what a smaller, darker color with a tart taste.
No.
I can see it in my mind's eye.
Okay. Do they sell Creole in like H-E-B? I think they do. I think I've seen it.
Well, yeah. I'm also thinking of what would go into several dishes.
Oh, okay.
Creole dishes, and that's the flavor I'm
that's what you want on the rather than a Italian or Roma style. Okay, I was just curious. All right, very good question there, Bert. All right, we have just about run out of time. So, anything else we need to bring up? Calvin's articles in the Express News, you'll find it there. Mark, anything else you want to bring up?
Well, I was told my class assignment was...
shoot.
But we can do that tomorrow.
That'd be a tease. And what was your assignment?
The assignment is find the life cycle of the squash vine borer, particularly in Texas. And I found that out in my research. I had to make a differentiation.
And I think particularly if it doesn't have squash to eat. Wasn't that part of it?
Right. So one of the methods, what I said was to do it later in the year because we have squash here. Ready to go transplants. And so the question was, well, should we plant it in the fall for a better chance of avoiding the moth? And the answer is, well, you have to wait for tomorrow.
All right. We'll say goodbye for today. You join us tomorrow back here at Millburgers. Come see us in person. Hopefully we'll get a little rain tonight. We can talk about that. I'm Milton Glueck, along with Dr. Calvin Finch, Mark Peterson. You can bring a camera and take some butterfly pictures here at Millburgers, too. See you tomorrow on 9:30 a.m. The Answer.